Managing money with your spouse can be difficult, especially when you come from different thoughts about money and you have different financial backgrounds. So in this video, I'm going to share some insight into how you can better manage your money with your spouse and get on the same financial page. It's often said that one of the leading causes of divorce is disagreements about money. So it's important and vital that you learn how to get on the same page as your spouse when it comes to money. And so there are 3 things that I think you can do that will really help you when it comes to managing money with your spouse and ultimately being able to come into agreement with your finances. So the first thing that you need if you want to be on the same page as your spouse when it comes to money is to have a family vision. Ultimately, when you think about finances, your money is meant to help you reach whatever vision you have for your family. There is a vision that you must have for your family that your finances will ultimately align to. So if you find that you aren't on the same page as your spouse when it comes to money, one of the first things that you need to do is sit down and figure out what the vision is for the family. What are we trying to accomplish as a unit? Once you have identified what that vision is and what your goal is as a family, you can then determine how to align your finances to reach that goal. So if your vision for your family is to be able to homeschool and travel the world, then obviously you'll need to manage your money in such a way that you are able to be a stay-at-home mom and homeschool and that you have funds available to travel. So this will dictate how you spend. So you will spend a lot less on things that don't align with that goal. So first things first, sit down and figure out what is the vision and the goal for the family. What do you want to accomplish as a unit? And that way you can align your finances to that ultimate goal. So once you know your vision, the next step is to actually create a plan to reach that vision. Now, this is where some things may differ. You may have one viewpoint of how to reach that goal and he may have another. Nonetheless, you need to come together and ultimately compromise so that you can reach the end goal. Remember, at the end of the day, the goal and the vision is more important than having a set means of getting there. Now, some things that can differ in your approach may be your ideology on debt versus his idea of debt or your spouse's idea of debt. Nonetheless, you need to come up with a solution that you both are comfortable with, and that means compromise. So the compromise may be, hey, if we're not going to be 100% debt free, this is the limit. This is the amount that I'm comfortable with us spending on credit so that I feel like we are in a place of financial security and we'll be able to manage that debt. So figure out what the plan is to actually reach the vision and the goal that you have for your family, and know that compromise has to happen. As you are working with your spouse to come up with that plan and to make those compromises, I want you to remember that your spouse is on the same team as you. So this isn't something to divide you or to ultimately argue about or to be divisive about. You need to come together as a team and compromise. And as you are doing that, remember that your spouse has come from a totally different upbringing than you have. So they have different ideas about money, and those things need to be discussed. Perhaps they came from a home where money was lacking and therefore they like to hoard money or save money because it helps them feel secure. Maybe you came from a place where you had an abundance of money and so you don't appreciate or understand the value of money, so you spend it. Or perhaps both of you may have come from a situation where there wasn't a lot of money available. So now that you are making money, you want to get those things and provide for your kids the things that you didn't have as a child. Know that these are all things that go into how you actually manage your money. And so you'll need to discuss those things so that you can come to a compromise and a plan that works for both of you. Now, of course, as you are bringing these things up from your childhood and your experiences, it may require that a third party come in to help you uncover and really navigate those experiences that you had that shape how you manage money now. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with seeking the help of a third party, whether that's a counselor or a therapist, to help you unpack some of this stuff, because your money is drastically impacted by your life experiences and the way that you think. Now, after you've talked this out and developed that plan and roadmap for getting to where you want to go as a family, the next most important thing is to actually communicate. So there are going to be things that you have to do on a weekly, daily, monthly, yearly basis in order to reach these goals. So you need to be communicating often so that you are making sure that you are aligned with the plan that you are executing. One way to do this is to have a weekly or bi-weekly budget meeting where you sit down and talk about the expenses, talk about your financial goals, and talk about the actions that you're going to be taking over the next few days or weeks in order to align with that goal. So it's very important that you keep the lines of communication open when it comes to your finances. Talk about the things that you are concerned about. Talk about the things that you are excited about. Talk about some new ideas and some new opportunities to help reach your goals faster. Ultimately, it comes down to talking, having communication, being open about your thoughts so that you guys can be on the same page and reach that vision that you have as a family. Now, hopefully you found this video helpful in being able to manage your money with your spouse and ultimately get on the same financial page. My goal is to help you become better stewards of your finances, and a part of that is making sure that you're able to manage money effectively as a family. So if you did find this helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to share, and check out this next video.